Do you have thoughts or opinions about, and it doesn't have to be judging, just wondering your opinions on the responsibility of being somebody in the spotlight, let's just say a famous person that blankets that, who doesn't feel that they need to come out? Obviously for safety reasons, we're not talking about that. Do you think there's a sense of responsibility?
I sensed there was for myself.
Okay, fair.
So that's how I can speak to it. I don't know someone's individual journey. You know, I don't know what their relationship ultimately is with their queerness or what have you. I know for me, there were years and years where I, you know, was an adult and sure being pressured, but also still making the choice to be closeted. And I know that at a certain point, it did feel choiceless in a way. I wasn't well. I believe that's what I needed to be. And it took me time to get to where I needed to be to come out. So I do see it as a journey. But for me, a part of coming out, a part of using my platform very much relates to what I do feel is a responsibility. And people who in the past, throughout history and now, who have sacrificed far more than myself, who have dealt with far more brutal realities than me, and stepped up and have fought so I can have the space to exist, so I can have the rights that I have. So for me, it feels imperative and crucial that I use my privilege and platform to be myself openly and to be, you know, vocal.
And visible.
Invisible.
Because it does matter, especially for the youth. And again, like I say, I want to add, you only come out when you feel safe to come out, for whatever safety means to you, not just physical, but emotional. You might have parents that are much older that don't understand. Whatever the situation is, you have to feel safety in your own skin. And then, of course, you had to come out again. And this time as a trans person. Was that one harder, easier, equal, or just different?
I mean, similar and different. Similar in the sense of, you know, the various fears and anxieties and all of those things.
Did they resurface again? All of those same things you experienced coming out as
to a
gay?
degree, maybe less, because I'd had this experience before where something felt I used to sit in my therapist's office and she'd say, you know, we need to figure out how to help you, you know, come out. And I'd say, and mean it. Oh, that's impossible. I'll never be able to do, like, really believing that, which I think back to now and seems preposterous, you know. I knew at that point, coming out as gay in 2014, like, I'd gotten to a place that was like, oh, if no one wanted to put me in a movie ever again, I don't care. I want to live my life and I need to be myself. And that's what's most important to me, and being an authentic person in this world. And just like the conversation we were, you know, what we were just speaking to in terms of responsibility, having had the degree of anxiety and fear that I'd had and had that experience, there was something that was less fearful in a way, and potentially because I knew that I had finally been able, after years and years of turmoil of, oh, I think I am in this, but then talking myself out of it, because it did feel too big. It felt too big. Like, what does this mean to then transition publicly? And I'm an actor. And I feel like I was just constantly trying to pull myself back from it. And then thankfully got to where I needed to be. And I think there was almost so much gratitude and relief and finally getting to that place, that there was something about it that actually had more ease to it, despite it being the thing that was harder to get to.